Crypto, it's your boy OctoberDuncan, and just coming back with another video. I haven't given an update on how I've been doing on Upland, so I wanted to get back to y'all. I appreciate all the views and the likes and stuff like that on my last video. So it's like, how did Detroit come out, right? It was a rough release. The game was super glitchy. I ain't get like nearly as much as I wanted to get. I had the Upix to buy stuff, but it was rough. Let's go over to Detroit, because I flew to LA because I'm about to participate in the LA or La La Land tour. Try to get some Black Explorers that I'm gonna then sell, get some more Upix. So we're going to Detroit. Got a little bit of time before I go to work. Like below something. All right, let's get into it. So so first thing, it wasn't a complete loss. I did come out with I ended up with 4 or 5 super like, ultra rares or whatever the red one is properties. I got them in. I thought Boston Edison would be a collection, but it wasn't. But what happened with Chicago Boulevard was, and I bought 4 properties along Chicago Boulevard. I done sold them since, but I had them, and that was my biggest gain in there. I came up on some other properties I really like. Like I said in a previous video, a lot of Detroit is gonna be a lot of a sentimental value, because that's where I'm from. That's my city. So they started at the bottom. First place I went to was trying to get Greektown, and I know those people kind of pissed off, because those properties, we were waiting for collections to release. Those properties I think they were going for 600,000. Looked like $1 million. Super expensive prices. Now, not nearly as much. You can go in Greektown to get something for the low. They building construction up there. That's expensive. Let's see. It's $1 million. What's this? 120,000. You know what I'm saying? So you can get in Greektown if you wanted to. I mean, there's no crazy incentive to do so, but only thing I would say is probably Greektown would probably be cool, because like if there's like a node or something like that, like people would say, hey, we're about to build up Greektown real cool. That would be dope, because it's such a small area. Everybody else was rushing down. I think downtown was real heavy. I went downtown. I was trying to get one Woodward and I couldn't get it. I was trying to click on it, go back and forth. It was acting crazy on me, so I just said, the hell with it. And then we getting this one, which is one Griswold, which is like I think it's a Scientology building. So I got that one. I did get that one, so I'll probably sell that at some point. I'm not in love with it or anything like that. I'm going to just sell it, make some Upix, and then take that on somewhere else. After that, I went to Corktown, which I got like 2 properties in Corktown, but I sold them before the collections even got revealed. I knew it would be a collection, but I didn't think it would be a high-up collection, which it wasn't really crazy. So, back up. I went to Corktown next. We got a couple up here. I didn't get on Michigan Ave, and I think that's probably why I wasn't pressed on holding them until real hard. After that, I went to try to go to Mexican Town over here. Didn't get nothing in Mexican Town, so I moved on. Which it wasn't a collection, which I was surprised. I would have spent a lot of money in Mexican Town had I been able to. Next place I went, where I spent a lot of money at, I went to Eastern Market next. I went straight to Eastern Market, and I spent. I thought I had Eastern Market, because I clicked here and got this real quick. But at that pavilion, I actually really wanted was these 3 right here. Murray G got that. So it's no big deal. But he got it. I might end up buying it off of him at some point. Maybe not for that price, but I may end up offering a substantial offer, trying to get my hands on the Eastern Market, just because as other cities release, more exciting cities. Let's say Miami releases next, or Dallas, or something like that. People are gonna become less and less interested with Detroit, and when they do become less interested with Detroit, and they'll be like, hey man, buy this Detroit property for the low. Same thing they did with Cleveland and some other cities. So I might fool around and come back to this. I did get Burt's Warehouse. I'm starting to put got like a little townhouse there. I'm gonna put like a row of little townhouses right here. Just make the street look good. And if any utility comes, at least I got my own marketplace. You know what I mean? It's not the biggest one, but it's Burt's. It's right across the street from Eastern Market. And then I got Burt's Warehouse Theater, so I'm gonna put something nice up there too. I'll probably put some. I don't know what I would do with it. First, I'll just put an apartment building, but I may put an apartment around on here. I don't know. Either way, I got those. Those are probably my best. That's probably my best pickup that I mean, as far as like I'm happy with. I really got that. I got some more stuff down in the Eastern Market because I thought it was gonna be a collection, and I thought I'd be able to sell off a lot of this stuff, but it didn't turn out that way. That's cool. I'm not tripping on it. Like, me having extra property in Detroit is not gonna make me feel bad. Like, I'm not gonna feel like, oh man, because I'm playing this game for long term. And I think that long term, when adoption comes and people really get on this game, you won't be able to get certain spots, and then that's when it's gonna really pop. Going on, what else did I go to? Oh yeah, I went to after that I went to Indian Village. Couldn't get nothing. It was all sold out. It didn't turn out to be a collection. So y'all that ran over there, I know that hurts. After that, I went over to East English Village, where I got 3 properties. Sold 2 of them already. Got 1 more left for sale, so you can grab that. That was a collection. After that, I think I went over to Palmer Woods, which I could. No, I went to Boston Edison right after this. And that's when I got those Boston Edison properties. Yeah, got some Boston Edison. Went to Hamtramck. Had to employ some FSA agents to go get me some stuff I wanted in Hamtramck, because there was a lot of FSA in Hamtramck. But I went and got over there and got some good stuff. A lot of stuff on Joseph Campo Street. And I also got this high school. So I got the Hamtramck High School, so I thought that would be a good pickup. Because I think that, the kids are in high school now. They're going to be the kids. The next generation is going to be like growing up with crypto. And it might be, these games might be more fun to them. Or at least easier to get into. I bought a lot of properties over here on Joseph Campo. There's one. Got a couple more somewhere around here. Yeah, there's 2 more down there. After that, got a little bit of Hamtramck. I think I went up to try to go to Sherwood. Or that's Sherwood. I went to Palmer Woods, and then everything was sold out. Couldn't get nothing. So, y'all got them nice homes. That's cool. But after that, because even though what I was really interested in was North Rosedale, and you'll see by the time I get to the end of the video, I didn't think that people would be over there like that. I didn't think it would sell out like that, and it hasn't sold out. But I did think it would be a collection, and it turns out that North Rosedale wasn't, but we'll come back to it. So I went to Green Acres. Got like 3 homes in Green Acres, and nothing special. I sold them. Sold them joints. Couldn't get nothing on 8 Mile. 8 Mile sold off quick. Woodward sold off quick. The streets that I had kind of had up. I thought 8 Mile would be a collection. It wasn't. I know people are mad about that. I knew Woodward would be a collection. It was. I didn't know Chicago Boulevard was going to be one, and it was. So that was a good surprise for me. Made a lot of upicks on that, and then I went and took that money I made and went over to Bel Air and bought a couple spots in Bel Air, just because I think that that's going to be a good store value in the future. People are going to be like, dang, you got you got 12 properties in Bel Air. At some point, the game will get big enough where you can't buy in Bel Air anymore, because eventually the people like Abdullah and these other big time players, they won't have, it's gonna be like, I guess it's gonna be like, what else to buy? I mean, they got all the all the money in the world. What else is there to buy? I mean, when they start opening up other countries, that'll be good, but cities in other countries. But that's for right now. I think it'll be, and I think also because it's so expensive to get into Bel Air, that people are gonna be like, that floor price might at some point be like just $500,000. You can't even just get even the smallest lot for $500,000, which is cool because I'm buying properties for 100, 200,000. Next, I went over here. I went and got some stuff over here. I got one or two in St. Mary Prairie, and I went and focused on where I grew up, North Rosedale Park. And so I went and bought the house I grew up in, and gave it to my stepdad in his account. I got my neighbor's crib. I got all the houses I used to admire when I was a kid, and still do, because I drive through this neighborhood all the time. It's got a lot. I think I just wanted to own so much of this neighborhood just because of the game. I mean, I really like the game Upland, and I really like this neighborhood. Now this park I really do want, and it got away from me, so I'm kind of not happy about that, but it's all good. I'm gonna holler at Melissa. We're gonna talk. We're gonna work it out. We're going to work that out, because I'm gonna need that park at some point. If something can be worked out, not $2 million, not too many epics worked out, but maybe, I hope Upland releases like a city like Miami or something like that, a real clutch city. And next, and I'm gonna be watching that very, very closely. I'll be having a lot of properties in here. I'm gonna be watching that park, and as soon as it go down to a reasonable setting, I'm gonna make an offer. I'm on that park. But whatever. I'm sure everybody's got a couple properties that like that about. After that, I think after that I was kind of pretty much out of epics, and I was kind of like trying to, run flips. So I was looking around, see what I might have missed. It wasn't nothing. I wanted to get a whole bunch of other stuff. I would have probably spent, had I been able to, I probably would have spent all my money in downtown and downtown, and probably Greektown, Corktown. I probably wouldn't even got up here anymore. But I guess lucky for me, people were buying like crazy. And so that's kind of how it went for me. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of, I'm still buying in Rosedale. Rosedale didn't sell out like y'all saw. North Rosedale still, I'm still buying there. Hamtramck, I'm leaving that alone for right now, but I'm going to sell those properties for some more, and I just want to own a lot of Rosedale, and I'm keeping my Eastern Market, especially that Burst Warehouse. I really like that, and I'm going to build on that. In my downtown, I'm gonna sell it. I'm trying to sell that one. So if you know anybody looking for a downtown property, let me know. Also, I'm swapping anything out for anything in Bel Air too. So if you see something you like, you got something in Bel Air you want to let go of that you maybe bought at Mint before the collections got revealed, hit me up. And that's it. That's it pretty much for this one. So let me know how y'all did on the release. What you doing next? If the Meta Ventures, because I know I'm recording this video on the 13th. They talked about the roadmap update and whatnot. So with the cars coming out and stuff like that, I don't know how that's all gonna go, and if they get the streets with Meta Motors and everything like that. But I watched I think the one video from like Max Kaiserman's Realty, and he was talking about that Broadway property in LA being a no property, and it may have a racetrack there or something like that. It's gonna be interesting to see how outside of collections they make these other neighborhoods interesting and these other streets interesting, because I think that's what's happening. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be collections. It's gonna be cool, but everybody can't necessarily get these collections, or they're not quick on the trigger because releases are crazy. And you never know, and they're so unpredictable. I think they're gonna make utility out of these other streets, and even though you don't have a collection, it might still be beneficial to have something over on Michigan Ave, for instance. Even though it wasn't a collection in here, or it might still be beneficial because they might make a utility. They made that the racetrack or something like that, or they might utilize the Belle Isle racetrack. So if you got something down there close to, they have properties on Belle Isle or whatever, maybe, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see. I think this was going to be on the way. So I think just because, that's why I'm holding some of the neighborhoods. Everybody, I know some people flood toward collection neighborhoods. I think that holding other neighborhoods is good because it may be just like DJ Schwartz has got this Sunset thing going on, and then they building up Sunset. People may start doing other things with different parts of different cities, and it might be just interesting to see. So don't necessarily be worried just because you didn't get a pop-up collection this time. So all right, that's it for this one. Peace.